Hey you guys, hello everyone. So I should probably wait until morning, or daylight, but I'm gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna just give you a little tour around this Mossarium, which I guess is more of a vivarium really, but whatever. So there's this really amazing crystal right here that is just a great point. And then nestled in on either side of them is this like low, let's see if I can get the flashlight. Maybe the flashlight will give us more reliable light. Meanwhile, you can look at the kodama. I'm trying to get this other light to stay standing. There we go. All right. So here we have some lovely, really just like short, juicy, green, grassy like moss with, I don't know any of the names, with flowering bodies coming out. And there's a juicy little like fern. Like, is there a way for me to get a better light on that without over doing it? Let's see. Nope. Alright, well, anyway, maybe during the sunlight I can do it. There's a juicy little plant there that I really love. It's a piece of moss. And then the kodama that Bob printed and I inexpertly painted. And then I also just added, let's see, I'm going to that's just kind of being obnoxious. Alright, let's see. I planted this juicy little piece right in the center there, and I have no idea what it is, but it was in my in with the rest of my moss, and I guess it was just sort of an extra. And then back here behind the kodama are some ponyfoot. They stay small and lovely, and they're edible, and they also are sort of, they have trailing root system, and so this one has started to move around. I also have Oxalis, wood sorrel, yellow wood sorrel in here. And you can see a dead cricket right there. Hopefully somebody ate it. I'm hoping one of my spider babies. They're not actually babies. There's one. That's a twin flag jumping spider. I believe that one is the male. Has a slightly smaller belly. Where's the other? Where's the girl? Just spin this right round, baby. Oh, underneath that plant right there. I think that's the female. I kind of sometimes have to see them together to see the difference, but yeah, they're actually pretty friendly, and I've been kind of surprised how well I've been able to work around them, especially when I'm sleeping, or when they're sleeping. I can just go right in and do stuff and not bother them, even though I'm like knocking the leaves to the side and stuff. Here's the fern right here. It's a piece of Boston fern. I don't know if it'll work in there for long, but whatever. And then this, oh god, of course I'm going to start with this one before I've like remembered what the name of this plant is. Maybe one of you guys can tell me what the name of this plant is. It's got a really nice variegated leaf, and you know what, I looked it up the other day. It's just gone, whatever. And then the geode is really nice, but inside you can maybe see the web on the right hand side. One of the spiders has made a little hammock. Alright, moving up, this lovely stone. I really like the stones, how the stones kind of turned out in here. The stack, you know, it's just kind of nice. That triangular shape that's always, you know, draws the eye to it. And I think that this has a very balanced kind of look. to me. And that's what matters really, is that I'm digging it. Over on this side of the big crystal, come on, there you go, is a massively flowering, so it has like orange flowering bodies, and then underneath you can see the green of the moss, right? And let's see over here. Oh, I planted around the rocks because this lichen sort of like pixie cup forest. Oh, and you can see the toad right there. Hello, little toad. The pixie cup forest was just, I don't know, I think that the moss I got from that Etsy shop, the moss and the pixie cups and lichen and whatnot were sort of dying. So tonight, around my ever patient little spiders, I planted some new moss. Come on, get in focus. There we go. So I planted all of this green here, put in some reindeer lichen. Maybe we'll see if that, maybe it's moss, reindeer moss. And we'll see if it goes. And then some fern moss up here. This is like the shakiest shit ever. I'm so sorry. Oh, and there's one of our crickets. It is alive, although it's quite still. Maybe it's sleeping. And there's the toad. I need to clean my glass, don't I? I'm just now figuring out like the humidity levels and how I'm supposed to get those. You know what? That might be dirty. No, that didn't help. Alright, so there's Mr. Toad. Or Miss Toad. I don't actually know. They're just all over the yard, so I figured I'd introduce it to my terrariums. I say our, no one else is interested in them but me, which is just fine. I mean, Hunter comes in and like checks them out, but not like super. He's not super into it. I love these pixie cups. They're just like super cute. Even Bob likes them, and he's not really super into this hobby of mine. Pandemic hobby. God, I wish it was a little bit better as far as like how good the seems like so pixelated. Maybe it's just the light. Maybe it just is. I wonder if I can turn that on, work around the light from my actual phone flash. Alright, so there's little toad friend. Come on, get in focus. Alright, I'm gonna move the whole kit and caboodle over. Add light from the side. Although with this flashlight, I don't know if it's necessary. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna work. It's kind of blue. Whatever. Hello, Toad. And then for some reason my spider is up here at the moment. And then I don't know what this plant is at all because it came from like Vermont. I think that's where I got the last shipment of moss from. Pennsylvania. So if anybody knows Pennsylvania plants and can ID this red stemmed plant right here, that would be rad. So I put in this moss here. And that, because it was looking kind of, I don't know, kind of, I don't want my terrarium to look bleh. Are you coming with me? Oh. You are upsetting that cricket. It is hiding from you. I don't think you're going to eat it, though. Yeah, the toad tends to follow the light. It's kind of cool. So look, you can actually see that fern there. It's so nice. Toad, that would be rad if you ate that cricket. You want to get in on that? Do I need to like... Well, whatever. So yeah, I put in several different kinds of moss. So a really pretty ferny one. Because look, see that moss over to the right? It looks kind of dead. And I think maybe it just got too dried out in transit. So yeah, having the critters, like I was loving it before I had critters in there, but having critters in there actually is really, really nice because there's just so much to look at. Although in here I have the crickets are food more than anything. Although that cricket might be a little bit too big for these creatures. Here's a little flowering body of a wee moss. Look how cute that is. I love their little flowers. Come on, get in focus. Ugh. Yes. See? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, next time clean the freaking glass and maybe do it during the day. Look at you, cute little toad. I can't believe I just sang. More pixie cups, which the tops have been eaten off. And I think it's the snail. Oh yeah, I have a snail in here. So let's see, a snail or two, and a toad, and 2 spiders. Right now there's at least 1 cricket. That one's dead. I need to take it out. I love this like sheet moss, I think is what it's called. So pretty. It's got that like, it's really dense and woody feeling, and it's got also though these ferny, it's just like a matted fern kind of, which is really cool. I put a little bit up there too. See if I can get around this bright ass bubble. Nope. Right from the side. There we go. Now we got on top of that rock there. I've got some of that sheet moss, and then I've got. Man, I wish I could remember the name of these. I'm gonna have to do that if I'm gonna have to remember the names if I'm gonna be doing these videos about moss, right? I like that one that's in between all 3 as well. Let's see if we can find the snail. Oh, there's one of my spiders. Nope, I'm sorry. That's not a spider at all. I'm a little bad. Here, the spider's up here. Oh god, this light. This is totally not gonna work. And there's inside the crystal. Yeah, a little snail just like creeps around everywhere, cleaning and making the glass dirty. Okay. So I'm gonna go put this back where it lives so you guys can see. What up, kitty cat? Oh, God. There we go. Little toad. You followed me? You wanna hang out? Hi, kitty. Come on. What a little green-eyed kitty. There we go. Hi, baby. Okay, now here is the tarantula. I don't see it right now. But here's the tarantula cage. I put subplants and crystals in it, but I don't know if it'll be moist enough. So let me see if I can see if the tarantula is in there. No, I don't see her. She's probably in where her hole is. See if you can see the hole. Well, you can kind of see that's a hole. Alright, and then here is the other terrarium that has the snake in it. Here's the little toad. I'm not worried about the snake eating this toad. The snake is far too small. Oh, you got to see the toad just probably eat a springtail. That was cute. Little chomper. But I haven't really changed much as far as plants in the last week. Although last week I redid the whole thing. I put that awesome, looks like a cave stone in there next to the air plant. Found it behind Mayfield Park. Mayfield, I'd love to go back there. I don't see the snake right now, but let's see if I turn it, and then I have a philodendron in there. It's starting to actually get pretty big, so, and it's doing so well. Alright, let me take my beautiful little watering can. Isn't it just the cutest? Like, you can see I'm gonna do it backwards, but and water my air plants and moss in there. Okay, I'll take the tag off later. I just thought it was kind of pretty. Alright, so I put a little hook into the wall here to grab this clasp so that it doesn't fall back toward my bed, because that is not optimal. Alright, so let's see what we can see. Alright, by toad, you can kind of see there's a little, the snake is sort of lifting the moss right there. Alright, let's go the way that probably the snake isn't. I love this moss right here and the way that it's sort of tendrily growing. Oh, it's so good. Here's the little snail. You can see the snake is a little cave right here. And I think we found the snake. Look how the moss is growing up that stone. Oh, so good. So you can see that there's still condensation on the walls. I'm trying to air it out so that it's not as much on there. Alright, so it looks like this little rough earth snake, which eats earthworms, which I've put in there, is kind of curled back toward the mossy stone right there. I don't see it elsewhere. I need to put some more moss in there. Like, well, I kind of enjoy having open ground, and you can see this red earth right here is actually from buying springtails. And I didn't know what a springtail was before I started this little entertaining bit of horticulture, whatever you want to call this, botany, fun, mossariums. Oops, lost my camera. But a springtail is a teensy tiny little bug, insect I should say, but it's not like a true bug or anything. Give you a little nerdiness there. But they're white and very small. Let's see if we can see any at all. I really doubt it. You can watch the toad while I look for teensy tiny bugs. Well, so you can see like, oh, there's one. Oh my god, I actually got one on the, oh, and now it's gone. Oh, will it come back? There it is. You can see it right by where the root is pointing. The little white bug. That is a springtail. And my little toad friend there can eat all they want. Look at the cuteness. So yeah, it's really fun to have life in my Mossariums. And I really, you know, when I first started this, I was like just happy with whatever bugs sort of showed up. But then of course I read more, and I read more on the like how to keep a healthy like vivarium where it's closed. Now of course I open this and I play with it all the time, but not all the time, but you know, several times a day. So I keep this mister by so that it keeps a constant humidity, and you know, I just started to want to add more stuff, and you know, I just threw a snail in there for fun, and then I realized, oh, it's cleaning things. I was like, if it's too like damaging, I can always take it out. But it so far has not been at all. It's not eating the plants. It's not bothering anything. It's like mostly eating the algae, and also the springtails eat the algae too. So that's a really like big helper creature. And I don't know what the toad really, whether or not it's actually a good addition. And the snake is probably a terrible addition because of snake poop. You know, I'm gonna keep a nose on it. You know, like if my vivarium starts to stink, well, a little rough earth snake goes back outside, and that's just fine because there are lots of them out there. So yeah, I mean, this is like 20 minutes long, which gives you a really good indication of my level of interest, because I mean, I can look at these all day long. And as you can tell, we didn't spend a whole lot of time on the Tarantula cage. I mean, it in itself is a pretty cage, it really is. And I use necklaces actually to hold it up to the top of the windowsill so that it doesn't fall down. And I used another one over here. This is a half moon one that I got at the Good of the Land Fest. And this one is some African beads that I got from some African store. And it was online on Etsy, so I can't even recall what it was. And then these are the amazing prismatic Rainbow Symphony stickers that have been casting gorgeous rainbows on everything. Maybe I'll do another video tomorrow, because this is fine, but only if you want some sort of like whispery plant ASMR randomness, which, you know, a lot of you might. And there's my little spider. Alright. See you later, y'all. Oh, wait, before we go, hamburger pillow. Pizza pillow. Where's the kitty pillow? But there's also like a donut and stuff. Alright, bye guys.